Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everyone's having a great summer. Welcome back to Bass Beer and BBQ. Today we're combining two of those things, beer and barbecue, and we're going to be making some beer can chicken. Beer can chicken is a great dish for summertime. It's not difficult to make, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So, you're going to want to start off with a whole chicken. Smaller size is great. A 5-pound chicken is a good size. The one I'm using is slightly smaller than that. It's probably about 4 pounds. So let's get started. Alright guys, so you're gonna start by getting your chicken. You're removing any of the innards or the neck or the gizzards or anything that has in your chicken. This one actually doesn't have any. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna give it a rinse. And then we're just going to take some paper towel and we're just going to pat it dry. Now that we got the chicken ready, it's all washed, dried, now we're going to prepare the seasoning. So the seasonings that I use, start with some paprika. This is hot, you can use sweet if you like, I just like that little bit of kick. Garlic powder. Rosemary, this is fresh rosemary, but you don't have to necessarily use that. Salt and pepper, and you can use onion powder. I personally don't have any at the moment, so I'm just going to dice up an onion really fine, and I'm going to use that as well. We're going to dice our onion. Alright, so now we've got our onion prepared. Now we're just going to mix all the ingredients together. We got our paprika, our garlic powder, rosemary, salt and pepper, and our onion. Alright, so now that we have our seasoning prepared, we're going to slap that on the bird. And you're going to take some oil, preferably olive oil. If not, any oil will do. And you're basically just going to lather that chicken up in oil. This is mainly so the seasoning sticks, and it'll also help give it that nice golden brown look. Just a reminder, anything you're touching with raw chicken, make sure you wash it thoroughly after. Alright, now that we got our bird all lathered up, we're going to slap on the seasoning. So, take our seasoning, make sure it's all mixed up. You're basically just going to rub that all over the chicken. So now we're done seasoning the chicken. On to the next step. Now comes the fun step of beer can chicken, selecting the beer. Now, most people I find use a lager. I would say whatever beer you like, give it a try. I've got 3 different lagers here. I don't even know which one I'm going to use yet. I'm going to give each one a taste test and see which one I think will pair best. So our 3 beers we have here, we have the Northbound Lager by Side Launch. We have the Unfiltered Craft Lager by Muskoka Brewery. And we have the North Country Lager by Boschung. I don't know how to pronounce that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to taste test each one of these beers and see which one I think would pair well. Like I said, it's the fun step. So I'm going to start off with the Side Launch Northbound Lager. That's a pretty good one. It's not bitter. Full-bodied, nice and light. I would say that's actually probably being a pretty good one. But we're gonna try them all. So the next one we got is the Unfiltered Craft Lager by Muskoka Brewery. This one definitely has a little hint of bitter at the beginning. Smooth finish. Pretty easy drinking. I'm gonna have another one. A nice beer, but I don't think it's what I'm looking for the chicken. So out of these two, it's the side launch right now. So third choice is this one that I can't pronounce. Bushong Brewing Company, the North Country Lager. This one is definitely the most bitter of the three. I personally am not a huge fan of overly bitter beers. I wouldn't say it's overpowering, but is definitely the most bitter of the three. So in order, this is definitely the smoothest, probably the most easy drinking for a lot of people. It's actually quite nice. The side launch Northbound Lager. And then with a hint of bitterness at the beginning is the Unfiltered Craft Lager by Muskoka Brewing Company. And then the North Country Lager. Still a pretty refreshing brew, but definitely the most bitter of the three. I'm gonna try this Northbound Lager again. Yep. I think this one is my favorite. So I'm gonna go with the side launch. Now that they're all open, I'm gonna have to drink them all anyways. But the beer you want to use for your chicken, you want the can to be half full. So it would be a crime to pour out half a can of beer. So we're gonna take care of that right now. All right, so that's about half. So we're gonna put these ones back in the fridge because that's what I'll be enjoying while we're waiting for the chicken. And now that we have our beer selected, we're gonna go outside and we're gonna prepare the grill. So the key to preparing the grill for beer can chicken is you don't want it on direct heat. So for my grill, it's 4 burners. So I have the left burner on and the right burner on, and these ones are left off because we don't want the direct heat on the chicken. We just want it around the chicken. So what I'm gonna aim for is have the grill preheated to about 325, somewhere in that neighborhood, and we're gonna put the chicken on there. And I'm estimating it'll probably be around an hour. We'll wait and see. We'll check after an hour. We'll check the temperature and see where we are. All right, guys. Since we're waiting for the grill to preheat out there, we're gonna talk sides. Now, what can you make for sides for beer can chicken? Basically, you can make whatever you want. One of my go-tos is potatoes. I wanted to do some grilled potatoes for you guys, but surprise, surprise, Brian's missing an ingredient. Got no potatoes. So we're gonna improvise with what we got in the fridge, and we're gonna keep it pretty basic. I'm gonna do a Caesar salad, which I'm sure you guys don't need information on how to make a Caesar salad, but we're gonna do some grilled zucchini. Very, very simple, but you know, a nice little something to add. So, got our little zucchini here. We're gonna give it a rinse. We're going to cut off the end, and we are going to cut it right in half. There we are, got our zucchini. Now we're gonna rub a little bit of oil on there. Again, olive oil preferred. If you don't have olive oil, any oil will do. Take just a dab on there, and a dab on there. Spread that out. Again, the oils so the seasoning sticks. And we're not gonna get overly complicated with the seasoning. I'm just going to use pre-prepared seasoning that I like for vegetables when they're grilled on the barbecue, if I can find it. So I usually use the Clubhouse La Grill salt-free vegetable seasoning. Really easy. Everything's prepared for you. And we're just going to sprinkle a good amount on there. There you go. Nice layer of seasoning on there. Since zucchini doesn't take a long time to grill on the barbecue, we're going to put it on near the end of the chicken's cooking time. So let's go back out and check on the barbecue and see if it's at the temperature we want. Alright, so we got the grill at the temperature that I wanted. It takes a bit of finagling, and every barbecue is going to be different. I finally got it in that 325, 350 degree range. So for my grill anyways, I got the 2 outside burners on, like I said before, and I got them on somewhere in between medium and medium high, and that seems to kind of put you in the sweet spot. Like I said, every grill is going to be different. It's going to vary depending on you use propane or natural gas. This one is natural gas. But yeah, you're just going to have to play around with your grill so you get it at that sweet spot. And remember, no direct heat on the chicken. Now comes the tricky part of getting the chicken on the beer and getting it to stand upright. There are stands that you can buy specifically for this. The little wire stands, little metal stands that go on the grill to help your chicken stay upright. I do not have one, so we're going to play around with this and hopefully we can get the bird standing upright in the proper cooking position. Well, that was easier than expected. Now we wait, and hopefully the chicken doesn't fall over. And while we wait is a perfect time to enjoy one of those beers we cracked. Alright, so it's been an hour now. We're going to pop the top and we're going to take a look. Oh, it's looking pretty good. So what we're going to do, we're going to stick the temperature probe in there, make sure it's done. And we are going to get our zucchini on and get that going. So we're going to take our zucchini, we're going to go face down on the hot side. It will probably only take about 10 or 15 minutes. Chicken's reading pretty close to done, so yeah, 10 minutes or so and should be good to go. Alright, so it's been about 10 minutes now. We're gonna lift the lid, we're gonna check the zucchini, we're gonna check the chicken and see what we're looking at. So according to our thermometer, we still actually need a little bit more time. I'm gonna flip the zucchini. It's looking pretty good. Got some nice grill marks going on there. Alright, so we need a little bit more time on the chicken, so we're going to close it back up, check it another 5 or 10 minutes, and hopefully we're ready. On the side here we got some gravy warming up. One downside of doing beer can chicken is you don't get any drippings, so you can't make your own gravy, so unfortunately we had to cheat and use gravy from a can, but you got to work with what you got. So alright, so it's been another 10 minutes. Let's take another look and hopefully it's ready. It's looking good. Temperature is up to where it's supposed to be. Zucchini looks good. And gravy is good. Let's get it off the grill and give it a taste. Alright, time to taste. Nice and juicy, just the way it's supposed to be. Thumbs up. So guys, all finished up. It turned out really, really good. Super juicy, super flavorful. Everything just worked out perfectly. If any indication of how good it was, that's what remains of the chicken from 2 people. So yeah, it turned out really, really good. Everything was super tasteful. The chicken ended up taking a little longer than I originally thought. It was probably closer to an hour and 20 minutes to an hour and a half for it to be done. But yeah, everything is really good. Not complicated, super simple, does not take a lot of prep time. So give it a shot. I don't think you'll regret it. If you like the video, like and subscribe. So as always guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. See you in the next video.